issue with a segment, but now we all sorted out, and so we back up and running. It shut down again just now. I don't know what's going on, but
No, we're not live.
yeah, but it shut down just now. But you see what it come, see we come up with. So I was talking on the black race behavior from the show before, and let me say this: I am so disappointed I'm a black man because every day black man is killing a black man. Now, you cannot tell me that we're giving this problem to anybody else because blacks are killing blacks. So don't, I understand the power and I understand how it works and the mechanics. I'm getting to that. But young black men are killing black men. And I wonder what is wrong. And I'm kind of hurt because, and Melanie, let me tell you why I'm hurt. Because I from the black race. Why we have to kill one another? And I never understand it until I went back to the streets. I had to go back in the street, revisit, and see, and sit down and talk to the guys on the strip, on the Gaza strip, and let them talk to me. Because I wanted to figure out why the black race is doing this. And I come to some conclusions. And I'm going to share it with y'all what I experienced. I went out in the community and I had a conversation with a few guys in the community. And what I discovered is amazing. Let me tell you what I discovered. And folks, listen to me. I want you to listen to this good. It's real talk. I discover 14-year-old boys are given, listen now, follow me. 14-year-old boys are given money, a 40, 50,000 car to drive, woman, and drugs. Now you wonder where I'm going with this, but I want you to follow this. And Melanie, watch this. The drug man, or the man who got the money, whoever he is, will get a 14-year-old guy, give him his expensive car, give him the drugs, go and find him a woman. So now he's driving around in an expensive car with a girl or a woman. So he got money, front, like I say, woman with front. He got everything he needs, a 14-year-old. So what happens? The next thing he gets in his hand, after he gets sucked in, he get a Glock. And a Glock makes him powerful. He get money, car, woman, and so he believe he's a man. So he don't listen to mommy no more because his God is the drug dealer or the guy who supply him these things. When his God or earthly provider or whatever you call it, boss, gave him these things, eventually he have no choice. He become a part of this gang or part of this unit, and he goes to school on Monday, the teacher tell him, say, you're not wearing the right uniform. So the teacher sent him home. It's all planned. He go home. He go, do what he gotta do. Probably kill somebody. Probably rob somebody. Probably rape somebody, whatever. And then, watch what happens. Wednesday, he go back, carry his mother to school. Because he was put out of school on those days, he do a whole lot of damage. And his friends in school now wants to join. Because if I can drive expensive car and I always have lunch money, a whole pile of money, and everybody now from junior school smoking dope, and I could get high when I want, why do I listen to mommy? Why do I listen to the police? Why do I listen to my neighbor? Because what you talking ain't making no sense. Because you ain't got no money, you ain't got no power, you can't give me no rum, wine, and drugs. Now let me tell you, when I say I hate them, I get into hate my own race. Why we would give a young man all these things and give him dope to smoke, because now his head's all messed up. Dope, and then he can drink beer at 14. And so his mind is corrupt by the boss. He'd already corrupt him. And see, why would a 30 or 40-year-old man will do this to our race? A black man will do this to another black man. Like, think about it. See, I don't care what y'all, I could be wrong, but I know I ain't wrong. But I don't care what y'all tell me about police could stop crime. That's foolishness. No police could stop murder. No police could stop a murder. Maybe when lock somebody up, police could go and put somebody there. Murders come from mindset. It don't come from. See, the police is the last stage. The police could talk, lock up this person. That's the last phase and last stage. Is the mindset of a black man. See, and I talked with Americans the other day. When I meant in the beginning of the show, and when I say the music, why would you, the American music, Jamaican music, all about dealing drugs, getting guns, shooting one another, going and getting, I don't play, and I'll take your head off, and that's the music. Listen to the music. A Bahamian write a song, and listen to the music. Listen to what I say, and you tell me what I say. When he write it, he meant good, but think about what I said. Murder, 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 murder. Now, a young man hear that. A young child, any young child here. What they singing? Now, what he mean? He was singing the song on murder in the country, and he was just singing to bring awareness to it. But when the little kid hear it, what they say? Everywhere they was running around, murder, bam, bam, murder. So, what we are doing to our own race is that we are listening to more physical, strong music that has no bearing on life. It's just the destruction of life. And all we're doing is corrupting our young children. The music we put out there, the words in the music is like mind-boggling. And we're doing to our own. So how I can appreciate the black race? And then the ones who writing the music, they don't care because they're only making the money. So money is the object. When the drug dealer sell the dope, money. When he killed Tom because Tom didn't pay me my money for my drugs, money. The Bible say for the love of money is what?
Root of all evil.
Root of all evil. And just the way, see, watch now. The black race now has taken on the colonial, white colonial race. Because we were trained by, see, because we in, see, we going back to slavery. Our problem now is slavery is back and slavery is alive. Where the white man control the economic power and we all are slaves. Because the white man grow the dope, you know, not the black man. The white man won't us kill one another because the white man sell the gun. The white man sell the alcohol to us. And we fool. And so in the Bahamas today, every street corner there's a bar and every bar there's guys sitting down drinking. Young men. The culture of our Bahamas has changed. The Bible speak about it. I go in there, yeah, I go in there. The Bible say, protect your own land. The Bible tell you that. Different cultures bring. See, we sleeping while the wheel is turning. We all sleeping, man. We are sleeping while our culture is being changed. Our attitudes are being changed. Our mindset is being corrupt. And all we doing is worrying about money. I need a car and I just walk. I need. Everybody need. What is this? The white man buy one nice pants, make one nice pants, everybody want to wear it. This money chasing and this, see, we gotta, I saw you to go down this road, but I going. See, we have to be smarter now. And if you look in your own country, right here in the Bahamas, we are being pushed. Every day the foreigners take our land. They may pay for it, but they push us in the corner. Every day we get smaller and smaller. We got white, we got Asian, we got Chinese, we got Japanese, we got Americans, and we're taken over by the Haitians. And we can be instinct. And you know what? It's changing our children. The culture. We never had this situation where we killing one another every day. Every day you could listen. Now young men picking up guns, shooting at the police. In the Bahamas. The beautiful Bahamas we lived in, Melanie. All these years, Melanie, I used to walk 3 o'clock in the morning. I could walk from my girlfriend's house, Abyss, to West. 3 o'clock in the morning. I never thought about crime and somebody trying to rob me or somebody shooting me. And the police cannot stop a murder. The problem we have to go back in our communities, our leaders and our parishioners and our family. We have to start talking to our children. You ain't gonna talk to some of them because they smarter than you. Well, let me explain that. When they smoke dope now, They vice. All of a sudden they can tell you what you doing is stupidness. You been here all these years running your business. Oh, you ain't know what you doing. Because the dope tell them they smart. And then they can drink Hennessy after it. And then they can tell you, well, you need to hurry up die. Children is telling them parents this, you need to hurry up die so I can take over this business because you ain't running this right. Mind you, I born you, I grow you up, I put you to school, I give you education, you come back from college, are you working for me? But I all of a sudden, you know what I doing? See, dope or weed, whatever you call it, marijuana, okay. It is a culture that we never had. We had a couple of fellas smoke dope. But now everybody wants to smoke dope from junior school. And now they want to legalize it. So we have fools, zombie, knuckleheads walking around the streets. You tell me when the last time you saw that you could have praised a child for something productive and good. Think about it.
Well, Tony, I think that brings us right to what I said earlier about the culture and the population being mixed, because you do have families that are guiding and steering their children along the right path, and then you do have families who, I guess, for lack of physical presence, where the children are being influenced by the undesirables in the society, basically those who put the gun, the money, the woman, the drugs in their hands. So it means then that the influences, it takes the parents to become aware of what is actually happening in their neighborhoods, knowing where their children are, who their children's friends are. In our era, parents, neighbors knew each other. Children used to come to each other's house, play in the yard, and there's always adult present overseeing.
Always.
Now, you have some changes. The extended family is no more. So, as more parents are out in the work field, you do have some who are not, but they have fallen prey themselves. They lack guidance, and if you don't have a mindset that basically is steering your children, because not all parents in our era were educated or even Christians, but the principle of the culture, the norms of society was respect, productivity, getting an education. Not everybody was educated, but just common sense in knowing that if I take a gun and put it to my brother's head, that's a life. So the value for life itself is lacking. So what do we do? The music, the infiltration, definitely there is a brainwashing effect. And I've observed it. I mean, both of my kids, my last daughter has been out of school 11 years now. But I always go to the fact that parents are permeating the minds of their children from infancy. They don't realize it, but if you're driving a car and you find this music, whatever it is, I don't know what it does, because it doesn't promote anything that is enhancing to life. But your children are being brainwashed from infancy to hearing the language, so it becomes their norm. They hear the songs promoting sex, guns, violence, so it becomes a part of them. They're desensitized. They don't know anything other than that.
Yeah.
So it goes back to, what are you as a parent teaching and feeding and exposing your children to?
We see, I understand. See, what gets me is that why are we allowing it to happen and we're not putting a stop to it? See, we now, the parent, is putting it on the public and the gun and on the police.
But it's a
And you
combination.
know what it is, though. You know what it really is. Here goes the black race again. The press is the one, because the press always
me.
talk about the negative and always talk about, the press don't uplift and motivate and inspire. They also, a child that have 11 years, but he not on the front page. You kill somebody, you on the front page, you on your picture. See, we have to understand that as black people, and no, I'm not racist. I'm just talking about our race now. I am talking about my race today. And what I'm saying is that the black race has to do more to inspire our race. We have to do more to help our race. Once a black man receive power and money, he forget where he come from. He don't inspire nobody.
Okay, so again, now we see a falling away where the community spirit is
His-
gone, because when we look at it, boy, I scared to use the word because it's not one of your favorite words, but the village.
No.
Raising the standard, setting the bar, guarding and protecting the occupants within your reach. What they now use is your field of influence or your scope of influence. Wherever your voice can be heard, your actions can be observed and felt. These are the people who now have to share the responsibility. Yes, the media plays a role. Yes, the music plays a role. But the parents and what they allow to infiltrate, knowing where your children are, I come right back to it again, knowing who they are with, what they are doing from moment to moment. The kids that are getting the 11 A's and those who are getting the 7A and 5B's, these are kids whose parents are on their neck. They know the pulse. They know where their child or children are, and they are investing time, money, and effort. Mind you, they get exposure to some of the things, but it is not breakfast, lunch, and dinner,
But they make good judgment. See,
because they're being
so,
taught.
yeah, and there's too much. There is really too much of. See, even in what you said earlier, where people have your older people or parents, I really don't buy that story where the parents has a lot to do with growing up, because when a child get a certain age, they should know right from wrong. Even
Right
if-
and wrong are taught. They are values.
But after a while, see, the problem I believe we having is too many parents are selling their soul to the devil.
So it's still back to the parents.
No. See, I believe if, see, parents have one avenue,
I agree.
but see, school is not an avenue.
They are the gatekeepers, though.
Church,
Who? Listen.
But most parents
Parents are the vehicle through which we can. We had a discussion
Agreed.
earlier
Yeah.
where we talk about death, right?
Right.
So what are you missing? What are you missing when a child dies at the hands of someone with a gun? Where was your child? Why was your child there? How did your child get there? What is the normal action? You're going to miss them, but what are you missing?
But
Most children, yeah?
most children are taught by parents. I think parents, see, don't tell me, I believe parents are always trying to treat, even the worst parent who cuss and get, she wants good for her children, I believe.
I believe they do,
Okay,
but then it
and so-
doesn't automatically happen. It has to be exemplified and it has to be taught. You could tell children, but if you're not leading by example and if you don't have boundaries established, because, for instance,
What about the ones who,
no.
what's the ones who lead by, the ones who lead by example? and
but
the children still
how
go?
many of them go? How many of them go? It's not the masses. It's not the masses, it's the minority. Because at the end, and they're not no longer children. When they do, for instance, I have 2 children. Okay? I set rules in my house. And even as adults now, there are certain things, you might be a man or a woman, but there are certain things that cannot happen in my house. There are certain levels of noise that cannot exist in my house. If you want that, you take it somewhere else.
Agreed.
Okay? So these are the ways in which standards are established. These are the way norms are created. Because whatever it is, what guidance you do, you're not only protecting yourself, you're protecting them so that they would be considerate of others. They would have a value for others. And it's not all about themselves. Now, you're going to have the rebellious ones who are going to rebel, and they're going to give you a hard time. And I think that's where the line is drawn, because some parents will not fight for their children.
No, because after children give you so much pain, you actually want to kick them out.
And they want to release.
Yeah,
release.
You want to get them out of the house, and you want to get rid of them. And so you say, "This is what you choose, so be it." And I can understand that. But what I've seen, the reason I don't like the village thing, is because village mess up a lot of children. Village mess up a lot of children, because good children get really corrupt by the village. These days, back in the day, you could use the village as an example. So many children get corrupt. You can put yourself to Gambia and use example. You know how much kids in Gambia smoke dope because of the village? Because the culture of the village?
You are right in that the culture of the village, but the parents of the village who take these opportunities as teaching moments to help their children understand that if you choose this path, this is going to be the result. If you choose that path, that will be the result. So the involvement. So yes, you have the village. Yes, you have the village, but then you also have the responsibility that the parents cannot shriek. They cannot run away from it. They cannot place it on anyone else's shoulder.
Most parents will put it on somebody else. Like I say, they blame the teacher, they blame the police, they blame the... And I now come, I used to say, well, why the police don't do this? Why the police don't do that? Now guess what?
The police can only do so much.
And we got the police trying to discipline your child. The police is trying to control. So the police is trying to do everything that they possibly could. And we still turn around and blame them.
And now, in this present culture, as you are aware, the police is now fed up to the point where they don't want to talk anymore. They just ready to
Shoot.
meet you where you are.
Yeah. And see, you watched American culture. When I say American, I'm talking about the police, the black men. They're talking about black men. But most times, these clowns who getting killed don't have to get killed. If you look at so most of these things, if somebody tell you sit there,
Just sit
down.
there.
Somebody, don't put your hand up, sit down. Why are you running?
You didn't do nothing.
Oh, you running with a cellular phone in your hand. On a cellular phone, the police say he thought his life was threatened. It could look like a gun. I'm not no judge and no jury. But what I'm saying, why you run? Why you can't just, the man asked you to come in the car, sit down on the ground, sit down. See,
Just cooperate.
just cooperate. And see, but our black culture and our black race,
And the media.
yeah, is making it seems like
It's a vendetta.
it's a vendetta against. Yes, in some towns, in some countries, in some states, yes, it might be. But majority of it, we are killing ourselves because we're being ignorant. And the truth when we told, when we smoke that dope, when we sniff that coke, and when we drink that alcohol, our behavior at that moment costs us in our lives. And we got to stop blaming and get to the bottom of it and try to help our culture.
And we
get this
and we
thing
have
right.
to, and we also have to come to the realization that when we are faced with day-to-day experience, the brainwashing that we have is what influence our mindset and thus influence our response. And oftentimes the response is inappropriate to the situation in which we are. So here it come now, we see how full circle all of the external influences come into play. Your upbringing, your culture from your neighborhood, the music culture, the dope culture, the gun culture, they are all added into one bundle, and it makes the individual dysfunctional. And when you are dysfunctional, what happens? You become disruptive.
And you then put sex in it, which is another disruption. Sex is meant to be for good. Sex is meant to be for enjoyment and relaxation, but the way it's going now, and where these let me tell you where we also going wrong. I believe we give a guy 6 months in training in the police. He goes out 6 months to college, and then he gets his badge. Then we turn around and gave him an $80,000 car to drive. Then we turn around and gave him a Glock, a 19-year-old. You gave him, he become powerful overnight. Think about it. You got $80,000 car to drive around in a uniform, and you get a gun on the side of you. So you got 6 months of training, a brand new car to drive around, a gun, uniform, a license to kill. And if he come from amongst us, what are you doing is putting another man, if he's not
Disciplined.
corruption. So we are doing this ourselves. So we got to wake up and smell the coffee. There's too many. See, we making these errors and have our country corrupt. The Bahamas used to be a beautiful place that I used to live in. I could go on the beach, I could sleep, I could leave my car at one point running. Now in the Bahamas, I don't know. I'm even afraid to walk the street.
So we have to look at some solutions, Tony, as we wrap up the next couple minutes of the show. What is the recourse? What is the solution? What are the strategies that we need to be?
The voice of solutions comes from the Bible. We gotta
go back to the old landmark. Okay.
We the way it is. Love your neighbor
as yourself.
Love your neighbor as yourself.
Okay.
So you got to put back love in there. in the country. Why you look at me? You got to find a way to find
Well,
love. See, love could conquer everything. Should. So we got to go back and love our mankind.
yeah.
Mm.
Then the fundamental, again from the Bible, says, train up
The
the
child.
child in the way he should go.
And so,
And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Yeah, and then-
I think that is really, really lacking
Yeah.
in the home itself. You know, in the home.
and then we got to decide, in our black race, we got to decide who's the parent and who's the child. That's where we're going wrong here. You want solution, right? We got to find out who's the mother and who's the daughter. Because,
Who's the father?
no, hold on, get
Who's
that.
the son?
The mother trying to look younger than the daughter.
Nothing wrong with that.
She's trying to be friend with the daughter. She's trying to be the daughter. So that's where one of those things we got to...
So
One of those
role definition,
Yep.
clarity on
Yep.
who
Yep.
has the responsibility for what.
And then we gotta have we gotta have standard. We don't have no see, we lower our standard, the bar so low. We so low on the see, black people wear anything now. Every time you see a video, they shaking up all naked. You see, I'm not knocking Dexter Dab or Dexter whatever it is. He got a woman on top of him dancing on stage, a concert, and they bending over. Listen to me. We gotta get some order now. I'm not saying you can't have fun, because I like looking too. And I don't want to.
So what becomes the norm and
But-
what becomes
but-
the standard?
yeah, but we
and
gotta go with
then
the standard.
where it happens.
Yeah, and we gotta put some order in our land.
Yeah, because you know the thing about it is these things are not new. It's just that it wasn't open to all and sundry. You're a parent and you're doing this in the presence of your children, and then when your children copy you, you think it's cute, right? But there are appropriate adult behaviors and there are appropriate behavior for children, and we have to know where to draw the line, like you said.
And I always say to I can say this. Look at me. I use me example. Look at me. You know what got me this way? I couldn't have gotten this way if I was on the road I was on. Cut hip helped get me this way. Cut hip. Strong, disciplined hand. Strong, disciplined mind. Strong, disciplined woman who strong in her belief.
And I think, you know, again, I go back to setting the standards and explaining the pros and cons or the consequences of choices. You know, choices and consequences. Every choice has a consequence. So if you want your children to fully understand the dangers of a choice, have a discussion, help them to see. And then if they make the choice, then you make sure that the consequences of that choice is played out. Because it don't make sense and say, oh, well, you know, you only... No.
And-
You're not going to learn, because we learn by doing. And if we want to do right, then we must learn right.
And in everything, I give you say you want it all, let me give you two. And in everything what I notice, we got a lot of weak men. All of a sudden, black race, we got weak. Listen, if you don't believe me, let me give you proof. You're talking about the what? What the Black Lives Matter? Majority of people out there what? Women. Fighting for black man. Majority of people out there fighting women. We got a bunch of weak men. Be scary. We scared to go out and stand up for what we believe in. We got women doing the job. Woman doing everything. Woman. The woman fighting for the rights of our country. The woman fight. We see when man go to fight for the country, man go because he have a reason why he go, and he has some hidden agenda. He trying to be elected to be a politician or something. He have hidden agenda. He looking for the white man. He looking for the white man money. He looking for the money. Crooked. See, we have to stand up and stop being jelly back. Be a man and stand up. See, when men stand up for what they believe for, the Bible tell you. What the Bible tell you about man, right? The Bible say, when good man stand by and do nothing. The Bible tell you this. This is what I talk about. Let me say it again. When good man stand by and do nothing. The Bible speak these words. So if we who call ourselves good man hiding in the bush and say, no, you go and send a woman, they ain't nothing really get out of that.
Yeah. And then a very important point that you make, is, have integrity.
Yes.
Don't be there with a hidden agenda. Have a genuine interest in the future of your race, of your people. And, let people see that you are genuinely interested in their well-being. Again, so many exploits, come out of these movements and out of the voice where the heart is somewhere else. We have to be on one accord, and we have to be persistent,
And you want to see something in my closing remark here. You want to see something? And this what pains me. This pains me the most. Because this is where I was, and this is what happened to me. And I speaking from my heart. And I want this genuine. When you see people everywhere around the world here at Bahamas, when you see people go out and doing something in the community and doing something to change and helping the ones who wants the credit will come and destroy your program. Your own black man will show up and he will destroy your program because he don't want good prevail. Trust me, evil ain't nothing to play with. And it's always people who have agenda. Why is you trying to do good? Let me tell you some of the things they'll say. Oh, you wasting your time. Oh, these children ain't listening. Oh, you gay. And you only like boys. See, all of this is distraction. They know you can break up running. Because you don't want...
Because of the discouragement.
You don't want your
name to be...
And so, that is why we have problems in this country. Because the evil will show up.
Yeah.
And derail all the good. And it happens not just in that, it happens in everything. Marriages, the evil will show up. Why are you letting your husband do this? Child your husband this and child your husband. I see him all about. Evil will show up, and you having good marriage, and the evil will show up.
Bad mindset. We talk about.
So, when you have agenda and you on your road to do good, don't let nobody derail you. There's too much people getting derailed. Stand
for what you believe.
And man, stand up. Man, stand up and fight. You can't let these wives fight for these children. You have to fight for these children, man. Get out there. Let's go. Go back at home in this home and get these children. They're yours. Let's get these children on the road. Take them away from this
from the hands of the enemy.
Evil. Let's do it. Come with me. Let's go. We gotta go. Let's go. Forget all the talk and all this and that. Let's do it. Find me. Let's get on the road.
And I think a very important thing is, people say, oh, we give the devil too much credit. In the essence, we do. The thing about it is, the pastor will stand in the pulpit and say, God has no hands but yours. He has no eyes, no ear, no voice but yours. The devil don't have none of those things either. So use your voice, your hand, your feet, your eyes, your ears for good, for the betterment of others. Don't allow yourself to be idle in the Devil's Workshop. Yes.
And that's what, this is what we're here for. We can motivate one, and we can inspire that one, uplift that one. And that's why the show was brought to you today. Just to inspire one. Just one. You'll be fine.
Yep, and so we say thank you for joining us yet again, and we look forward to you joining us next week. And then I also want to put you on notice that in the coming weeks, October is Blind Awareness Month, and so we will have guest appearance from persons in the Ophthalmic Society who will be sharing with you what is being done to promote good eye health practices in the population of the Bahamas. So mark your calendars for the 8th of October, which is in 2 weeks' time. We'll have guests on the show. All right, anything else, Tony?
I'm just living it. I just want to give my condolences again to Marcia. We feel like tomorrow, 11 o'clock, and so I want to say condolences to the family. Stay strong. You know, that's all I can say. Stay strong.
And for many others, because I know several persons who have also lost fathers, sisters, uncles, you know. It's a part of the journey. The journey continues, but you must be strong and know that it's not the end.
That's right.
So until next week.
Same place, same time, under the tree, Tony and Melanie, that's where we meet, 4 o'clock. Every Saturday, under the tree. See ya.
Take care.